Welcome back, Affinity Designers. We're looking at part one of hand lettering methods today. We're just going to see three basic ways that you can create your own hand lettering in Affinity Designer. Let's go ahead and jump into part one. So the first method is probably the easiest or most recognizable. Using the pen tool, you can trace anything. So here I've drawn a hand drawing of this word blurb, and I've placed that into Affinity Designer, and I'm just using the pen tool to trace around the contour of that object, the letter B there. I'm clicking and dragging to make curves, or clicking and clicking to make straight lines. Sometimes I click back on the point I just placed, and by doing that you kind of neutralize its curvature. That's sometimes useful, so you don't have those long handles sticking way out. I'm just going to redraw the inside of that shape. That's called a counter in typography, and then I'll just punch that out of the larger B using the Pathfinder tools, or I guess the geometry tools here. And then I'm just going to go back and readjust the handles. So this has some great benefits to using this method. One, if you have drawn something precisely either digitally or by hand using traditional materials, you just trace the object that you drew and you've got exactly what you envisioned in your design. So that's great for precision. Several downsides to this, even though this is scalable because it's purely vector, it's not what I call iterable, meaning that if I change one side of my object, the other side stays static, and so I have to make manual changes to see new iterations. If I want to have several up at the same time, I can copy and paste, and then I have to run around. As you can see, once you got the path, you can apply the layer effects, build up appearances. So all these features are going to be basically available for all of the various methods that I show in this series. So method one is just basically tracing with the pen tool. It's precise, it's adjustable and scalable. You can blow this up as big as you want and it won't lose quality. The cons are it is time intensive, and like I said, it's less iterative. Once you've created the outline of the path, you can of course add other stroke effects to it, other brushes. So I'm just showing you a few examples here. If you wanted that kind of effect, those can be part of the path you've already created. You don't have to do an extra path. You just apply new strokes or go into the appearances palette and add additional strokes. So that's basically method one. Next we'll look at some more iterative approaches to drawing hand lettering in Affinity Designer. See you then.